Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the Football Podcast. To my right, I have Mr. Econ Studios. And further right, Victor, also known as Declan Benz. Welcome, guys.
How far now?
How you doing now?
Oh,
Food if you do not last football.
Go to my IC yesterday.
Bruh.
Go to my IC yesterday, bro.
Waiting the Premier League teams, bro.
I just won. No moment of weakness, Jerry. No
Moment
deep
of
out too
weakness,
much. No deep out too much.
Oh my God, deep on. Because if we look across the last 10 years, 2015, how many Premier League teams don't win champion? We've had only Liverpool and Man City.
No Chelsea.
Chelsea on 2021.
I know they count that year, bro.
But
Why you don't go count?
Fair enough. Across what? Let's say across 10 seasons, we have three Premier League. Germany won, France won. That's 5.
Spain, how many?
Real Madrid.
Only Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Only
16,
Madrid.
17, 18,
Because last time back I was
22,
2015.
24.
Yeah.
I mean, that it goes collectively for everybody. But just before we start, I wanted to put us through a few comments from the games yesterday. Jeremy Doku last night. They say nobody knows what Doku will do next. Even his teammates.
I shared what stats are the creative winger.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 9 assists, 10 assists, and 8
Per
assists in like per season for like 30 something games for something
Across
games.
all clubs.
Across all comes.
He said he dribbles everyone, bro. No one is safe. Not even the commentators.
Jeremy Boku.
And then I saw another one. He said Chelsea are tailored, made to beat this PSG side. I don't see how they escape it really. After full time placing reply, London Taylor.
Chelsea not their own enemies, man.
How that game take go? The game was very tight. As I like the 60th minute.
The game was very, very tight until that Jorgensen mistake, and all of them lost their head. If you watch the 5th goal, just like as if let's just be going on my bag.
What do Reece James for there?
Yeah, the first goal to resume was like a very, very major factor why they scored that first goal.
I texted on the group.
Yeah.
That was like the first ever that I've watched. First ever bad Reece James. Because like at least even on a poor day, it gives you a solid 6
over 10.
But that yesterday, bro, now just cardio sesh.
It was off it.
Just the jugular. And I said, Chelsea will definitely come back.
Come back, yeah.
Before Uncle, Chelsea now wants to for France.
I will come back, lad. I will come back home England. Don't worry.
By the way, Kai Havertz scored penalty against Leverkusen. You know, jubilate.
You know, jubilate.
But if not Chelsea,
You go do flying back.
That is celebration. You go run out live.
I think I'll just end with this one.
Yeah.
Right? It's a Premier League fans. What are we going to do about this situation? Because no Premier League team won. But I say come and play. I say it will be we. I follow when I enter play. Again,
I read something that 5 for how many games? Like 8 games, have you?
Yeah.
5 of the return legs are in England.
Yeah.
Out of the 8 games.
Okay.
At least 2 will shock. I know 2 will shock.
Newcastle traveling to Spain.
Yeah.
Then we go see now. I feel like a lot of those games are tight too.
No, they're not tight too. Chelsea are Spurs.
Let's start with that. Yeah. So Galatasaray, Liverpool. I want to start with the tifo.
But that was Osimhen stuff. That was
Osimhen.
crazy emotional.
So, very, very I was not surprised because I wasn't expecting that kind of reception from Galatasaray fans.
I feel like for him, loyalty and the usual fan base from Napoli, the culture in Napoli is crazy where they will like literally adore and worship you, right? And then going from that to when he signed for Galatasaray, he mentions that there were thousands of fans tracking the flights, waiting for him.
Even when he came to the airport,
the first season, even when the first defeated Liverpool, back in September, that one where he scored the penalty. He said Virgil van Dijk walked up to me and was like, "Bro, what kind of atmosphere is this, right?" So I said to him, they say they don't pin emotional blackmail because how do you remove that from your head and be like, I want more than this?
Old man, they burst tears for stadium.
Bruh.
Yeah, how they cry.
The tifo was like very beautiful. And then I feel like if his teammates didn't, because again, I always say it that he plays a mile above the rest of the other Galatasaray players. the goal they scored, if he doesn't head that ball back,
they're not scoring.
Lemina doesn't.
Yeah.
And several chances.
That offside was not offside in my opinion.
It was a goal.
Yes.
It was a clear goal. I think it was Yuma's. He ran across, but he didn't even touch the ball. He didn't interfere. It's just the decoy run. He wasn't even inside the box, bro.
Referees.
Every day we go. Premier League get their own.
Champions League get their own. La Liga get your own too.
La Rose.
La Liga get your own like mad.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to start with the tifo bit, right? Yeah. And then it just, for me, it shows that sometimes football is more than just the sport. It's like a culture that connects everybody. When Crystal Palace won the FA Cup last season as well, there was one I saw. Was it 2014 or 2015? They got to the final with Alan Pardew. Yeah. But it was Lingard that scored the winning goal, Manchester United. In that game, there was a father. When they equalized, before Lingard scored the winner, a father hugged his 2 children. You know, their first major tournament final. Yeah. So when they got to the final again in last season, right? Their father had passed on. Oh. So
it was just the 2 guys.
They now showed the tifo of the father, and they now showed the 2 guys that had grown, they had beards, and like it was very emotional. And I'm like,
football, crazy
this is really sometimes what this sport is about.
Right? Yeah.
So the fan culture, everything, beautiful. But now getting into the game. Victor Osimhen's person.
God, I got a demon.
Something else, I swear.
There are strikers that easy on the eye. You watch Voldemort, you're like, throwback striker. You watch Erling Haaland, he can finish. Yes. Absolute finish, and knows how to time his run, which I feel like is something
most people don't recognize.
Osimhen doesn't even know how to do exceptionally well. And I feel like why he can't do it again is because of his ability to press. His eye is on the ball. It doesn't matter. I'm not looking at the line
or anything.
So his eye is on the ball.
They decide, the offside, or you need the offside for here.
His teammates don't even get to decide. If I'm 50 yards, pass that ball.
Cross I will break it.
Pass that ball, right? But I also feel like it's also what sets him apart.
Yeah.
When you have Erling Haaland, sometimes you can have a field day because if the ball isn't going across,
he's
just
there.
But with Victor Osimhen, you have to keep watch.
Yes, you have to always look at what's happening beside him.
Even if you don't look, you will see him there.
Yeah, no.
See this guy, Van Dijk and Konate, they were stressed like crazy.
Yeah. They couldn't handle him. They were just
so Konate.
Get one time now, Joe Gomez pulled the guy. See, Joe Gomez, 3 of them, they put. What happened?
There was a chance Osimhen had, like, the ball crossed Van Dijk and Konate. Konate lagged the ball. So he now bounced on Osimhen. He fired the street. He never allowed the ball to land. Face down, straight, active.
Modern strikers, right?
Yeah.
We can say, this person has this special attribute. But when push comes down to shove that this game, let's scatter everything.
Yeah.
You know, there are some games that, yes, we have tactics, we have this, we have that.
Some days just
but when push comes to shove, bro, we are just going gun hole.
Yeah.
We will scatter everywhere. Like that Real Madrid comeback against this thing. Where will you go do?
Tactics
game. You don't throw tactics, come on, put inside those big.
Don Carlo.
The tactics now that wink. Don't activate. You don't raise eyebrow like this. So I feel like those kind of players, Osimhen, when push comes to shove, it's straight. I don't see anyone else have that much
see him
impact.
Making a big move.
But who will pay that money?
I still see him making a big move. I don't want to come to the conclusion that he's going to finish at Galatasaray and go to Saudi.
I feel any club that is willing to take the risk. I think the money is not the problem. People are spending money.
Yes, people are spending.
The money is not the problem. Do you know how much Chelsea have spent? Do you know how much Chelsea spent in the last 2 Januaries?
Yeah.
The money is there. It's just.
Do you know how much he bought Mamouche?
70.
Exactly. See salary itself. It's more than the salary.
My issue with that is that City, right? If you are going to City, you are not benching. So that's out the window. But I'm just saying, about 4 or 5 Premier League clubs last summer.
Yeah, but strikers, yes. Almost everybody was striker in the top 6. Yeah.
Even Isak, that's 2. That went to Liverpool.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Benjamin Šeško.
Yeah, Arsenal too, very striker.
Oh yeah, Victor.
So almost everybody got a new striker, apart from maybe Spurs.
I don't see any of those.
Yeah.
Better than Osimhen.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And it almost feels like he's tailored for the Premier League. High intensity.
Exactly.
High intensity Premier League. The insurance people.
This is smart, that yesterday.
Make una raise intensity a bit burning what.
Must go intensity for intensity. Yeah.
Back to Liverpool versus Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
The game could have gone either way.
Yeah.
In the first leg.
Yes.
Which brings me to going into the second leg. The atmosphere at Anfield is
Crazy.
You can barely beat that.
But is it still that atmosphere?
The atmosphere, like I said, sometimes tactics out the window. When fans chant, you just have that extra bit of dopamine, that extra bit of what do they call this?
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline,
extra bit of adrenaline that today we have to lock in.
See back and see Messi.
But Jordi Alba entered dressing room half-time.
Yeah,
they won't kill us.
Half-time, they never know the cries. Yo, God, this game don't finish.
But that Liverpool, they could counter press. This ones they cannot. See Salah yesterday.
Salah is finished.
Person puts cap, yellow cap, come put Timberland.
Salah is finished. I predicted it. I told my guy when they signed Vets that if Vets is lucky, he can produce. If Salah is like active this season, because Salah will turn anything to goal for triggers. And I told him that I'm very sure that Salah is not going to be this crazy next, because the carry job that last season was abnormal. The XG.
I feel like he papered over so many cracks.
Yes, now so many. Liverpool was considering crazy goals last season, but there was this game, Newcastle versus Spurs last season. Newcastle score one, Liverpool score one. Newcastle score one. The only difference in that game was Salah. Salah could score and assist at the same time.
I think last season he really got into like his, let's say, creator bag too.
Actually, I feel like he was gunning for that 2020. Yes, that 2020, 20 goals, 20 assists. He was doing outside foot.
Salah really cracked 2 dribbles at the same time.
It was not like they couldn't even like predict what he was going to do.
Exactly.
Like, we expected, okay, Salah is coming on the left, maybe we'll cut in, maybe look for a reverse pass to the fullback or something. But now, far post, cross, everything. We're just doing everything last season.
Can Liverpool come back against Galatasaray?
Yes, now.
Yeah, I feel like they'll easily come back against Galatasaray. Because as much as Galatasaray played well, it was still a bad Liverpool performance.
It was a bad Galatasaray performance.
That's why I didn't say it was a bad Galatasaray performance.
Either one.
The first few minutes, when I see they were begging Pool to score them, like, giving them the ball, take scores.
Even after they scored, they didn't sense Bozo movement, bro.
That guy is not good at all. Terrible player like this.
You are with the ball. There's Singo. In fact, Singo had a very good performance. I was very impressed.
This guy Galatasaray
Bruh. Singo and the one old Turkish nigga.
Oh my God.
Bro, he's on the right. Pass to him. Make we move ball forward. Say no, Ekitike, take. Do one back.
You giving guy, bro.
Oh, crazy.
So Galatasaray, Liverpool go through.
Liverpool goes through easy yourself.
Liverpool go through.
Only if that Atletico Madrid ate much last season.
Just before the pandemic started. So someone said Morata had played for so many clubs. He forgot that he didn't play for Liverpool. Yeah. He began to apologize to the fans. I beg.
That is slide, bro. That game.
It fed us. Because it was the pandemic now. We don't see ball watch again.
No, they feed me.
They still they feed.
Bro. Yeah, that was like the first game. And then I wanted to move on to Tottenham, Atletico Madrid.
Tottenham. I feel like Tottenham have a very big problem. And as much as they have been playing bad, it's still not entirely their fault. They have very bad injury crisis this season.
Very bad.
It's awful.
I don't think Madison has played this season.
Madison, Kulusevski.
Madison has
I even forgot Kulusevski was playing for them.
He has not.
Kulu has not played this season.
I don't think so. Kudus that was even helping them small. He with his Akotis.
Ghana boy.
He went out and he has not come back. So I feel like the problem is that they don't have good squad players. They have like decent starters, and once the starters went out the window like this, it was just crumbling from there. They don't have anyone they can rely on.
Yeah,
Even
that's
Solanke,
first.
he plays 3 or 4 games, goes
on
back injured.
injury, comes back
and play
again
1 or
after
2
2
games,
goes back
injured.
again.
So they don't have anyone. Kolomani is not good.
Kolomenta.
Tell is not even.
That one is even telling. It's telling that he's not a good guy.
Very terrible player. Like.
See, when Pep was at Bayern, right, there were times where a player would have certain injuries, and instead of treating them in Germany,
they would take them out.
Send them to a
specialist
doctor in Spain that treats this guy, and then the doctors, the physios in the team, they started feeling like, what's going on here? This is our job. They carry our work, go outside. But that aside, why I brought that topic up was because this post-injury crisis is not just this season.
It was last season.
And the season before, even when they finished 5th under Ange.
Yes.
At one point, does the club decide that, you know what? Let's change this.
Last season,
this
that Poch season, you know, every time Chelsea before a game, Chelsea drop that injury list. This person is injured, like up to 10 players, key players, exactly. You get injured and stuff. the next season, Chelsea sacked almost the whole medical department, and Maresca, there were injuries, but like
they begin to give him time.
Exactly. After this player, caution now, this one, that one. Even some players that would get injured, like Chris James will still be 2 years down.
Yeah. Actually, I think they managed that one really well.
Exactly. Fofana too. Like
Fofana,
normally January, Fofana don't go holiday. Don't come back again. So like Spurs need to like go into their injury crisis like next season. And also I think another big factor is the recruitment system with players, with the coach. You know, Agnes said that they wanted to sign Premier League based players, but they checked their wage list and they're like, oh, we cannot go for this thing.
Ange said today is to do.
Well, I just
that was what was written on the wall that today is to do.
You know,
they did not dare anything. They said they ended up signing like 3 youngsters.
Yes, now
because they wanted to go for Umbomo and the likes.
Yeah,
but they're like, nah. And then we went to our youngsters.
Like tell.
Now he's telling, like I said. So again, like you said on the coach side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Okay, yes, you sacked Thomas Frank. Why bring Igotudo? That was sacked from Juve.
I said it like immediately that news came out. I said it immediately. This one cannot do anything for you. We watched him with Juventus now. He cannot do anything for you. For Juventus to sack you.
You don't understand. Juventus were not scoring goals. 1-0, 1-1, 1-0, 1-1.
For Juventus to sack you, well, forget it, Jare.
That's one side. And the again, still back to the coach. What's the thought process behind taking Vicario out? Yes, we know that Vicario is not it. But you took Vicario out on a Champions League night away at the Metropolitano against Atletico Madrid. They put Kinski there.
I think they scored they scored Vicario too. They scored Kinski 3.
Yes, now. The first goal, right?
Yeah.
Van de Ven
passed back.
He slipped. Second one, Van de Ven himself slipped. The third one, they passed back to Lago.
He gave the ball.
Then Alvarez now. See Romero. Because Ange, again, on the overlap, he said that Romero is like a very good leader in the team. This is that, right? And then Romero went to meet Tudor.
This is goalkeeper,
Get him out. But the pitch, first things first, people have complained about Atletico's pitch. That is like... In fact, there was... Because, I mean, how does Atletico score 5 and Lookman doesn't score? I watched the game. There were like 2 chances he had. He slipped.
When he
wanted to take like the shot, he slipped. So he hit the crossbar once, but could have been better, but he slipped, right? So there's that. The pitch was very slippery. 2, Vicario comes on. Concedes 2 goals. But I somehow feel that tie is not over. Why? Because if in front of your own fans for Atletico,
you have 4 goals up, I still find
you find a way to concede 2 goals, against Spurs.
But I still don't see Spurs winning, Jare.
Something is wrong.
I feel like Spurs can't overturn a 3 goal.
They are very bad.
By the way, Atletico have not kept a clean sheet in the Champions League for the past 12 games.
12 games.
I'm not saying Spurs will score.
Spurs will score, exactly.
They haven't scored 2. They can score 3. But I don't believe we can score 3 without Atletico
scoring 1.
Spurs are not that good. They
They're
don't
not
have
good at all.
they're
no.
not-
They will score, but Atletico will score. Which
Yes.
ultimately,
Exactly.
it's just a
Yes.
matter of how many.
Yeah. And Spurs don't have the quality to outscore anyone like by that.
Neither do
gap.
they have the fans, to be fair.
Neither do they
The
have.
fans,
No one is
I don't think the fans can give that energy. They gave it for
I
like
think-
5
I
minutes
think
against
they've-
us now. After that, they're like, we'll see.
I think they only had like how many wins at home? I think just 2 wins at home.
Yeah,
3
yeah,
wins
what-
at home this
all
season.
season.
Also,
Yes.
yeah.
Even in the league, oh, that's never.
So they're better away from home.
Exactly.
That's
But
terrible.
I don't think they're better away from home because how many
They're not
points
better.
they don't win
They're not
exactly
good
this year?
anyway.
How many points they don't win?
Does Tottenham Hotspur relegate?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I feel like
Wait, pause. Yes, why?
My own are just agenda, sha. It's like more look at them like from normal perspective. I don't think they relegate, sha. You get, but the way they are playing, even the last game, I think we're saying it on the group that they might not relegate until we score them one goal like this. And everybody be like, yeah, oh man, I said this will go relegate. Sure you get.
the thing with Tottenham, I feel like for them to relegate, they're going to have to do a lot wrong. Like, I feel like for them to relegate now, everything has to go bad because every other
I
team
didn't
around
scattered
them.
like this. When are Spurs win, guys?
I feel like if they can get 3 wins between now and the end of the season, they are safe.
3 wins against to make a check. Their
But
fixtures.
they're like 4 points ahead of.
Yeah, they are in and around that area. But see that those teams are also very bad.
They play
We
Forest
can't lie.
next.
They play for. I think that Forest game is very, very important because if they lose to Forest, I think Forest probably even go ahead of them.
First to be within 1 point of
Okay,
them.
within 1 point. That sets them. They're basically in the relegation zone like that.
They are already, which is why I'm wondering if by chance, by luck,
But like,
somehow they defeat Atletico.
Spurs is not escaping. The next game is Pool in Anfield.
They're not even winning that over.
Yeah. Then the Atletico Madrid ones. Then
They are
the
losing.
Forest,
It's just a matter of how
then
many.
Sunderland at Stadium of Light.
I think they have a lot of away games.
Then Brighton, then Wolves, then Aston Villa, then Leeds,
Brighton,
then Chelsea. They are not beating Chelsea. Then you have to.
They are never beating Chelsea.
Guys, so like their games are crazy. So like I don't see them like even standing that chance. When football is scripted, so sure.
Yeah.